Okay, so I've recorded myself saying hello about 15 times now, and every single time has come out ridiculously cheesy and just weird, and so I've decided to start it like this, with me telling you about how many times I've tried to say hello. Hello. Logo. This week's assignment is to talk about things we are currently into. Basically everything that occupies that time that we're supposed to be doing schoolwork, but not. To start off with things I'm reading, I haven't been reading very many books right now. I read a lot of short stories. My go-to short story source right now is The Complete Sherlock Holmes, Volume 1. Because I love Sherlock Holmes. Comics. I am talking both about webcomics and these lovely hardback comics that are lent to me by the lovely Derek Quinlan. I've been reading the Fable series, which is super great. I love readapted fairy tales, and this does a nice job of it. Courtney Crumrin series, which is a cute sort of young adult monster hunter book. This girl's got sass, and I've got sass, and we get along. Let's just say that. And I just recently read this very thick, but it's the whole series, this very thick compilation of the Razzle, or RASL. I don't know if you're supposed to say it all at once or not. But it was dark, and it was deep, and it was philosophical, and scary, and they're all beautifully depicted through the art. Online, I read classy webcomics like Least I Could Do, and Paranatural, and Namesake Comics, which is another readapted way of looking at fairy tales, which I love. And you'll notice a theme of that as I go through the list of things that I'm into. Also, Goblin's comic, I've been reading it for years. I highly recommend it. It's a great story arc, very detailed, very well drawn. Ever since Bitsy hooked me onto it freshman year, I couldn't really get away from it. It's just so good. Television shows. I have a handful that I attempt to keep up with as much as I can whenever I remember to. Once Upon a Time and Once Upon a Time in Wonderland, because what do I like, everybody? I like readapted fairy tales. Oh yeah, I do. I watch The Big Bang Theory because it's The Big Bang Theory, and it's amazing. I started watching The Mindy Project so that I could talk about it with Katie, and I got hooked. I watched the whole first season over fall break, and now I check for updates all the time. Just this weekend, we went over to Matt Moore's house and watched Impractical Jokers, which are these 4 out-of-shape older men doing crazy things in public. And it's hilarious. Mom, if you're watching this, I think you and Dad would like Impractical Jokers. It's on True TV. I think it's the same channel as Wipeout. You should watch it. It's good. Another television show that I love, and you all judge me for it, but it's amazing, and you just don't understand, is Bob's Burgers. In fact, I enjoy Bob's Burgers so much that for Halloween this year, I'm going to be Louise. I think that is as updated as I can get you. And so with that, I am ready for bed, and I will see you all next week. I love you, and I miss you, and good night.